everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm talking about Christmas party fragrances because I actually have a works Christmas party to go to. I wasn't actually going to go because I was supposed to be on holiday, but now that my holiday has been cancelled, and as long as I'm feeling well enough, I'm going to go to the Christmas party, and that's something good, that's exciting, and that means I've been thinking about what fragrance to wear. So I've got a little pile of fragrances in this basket here. These are all the fragrances that I'm considering wearing to the Christmas party, and I'll probably narrow it down to my top 2 or 3 at the end. And I might not choose today what that will be, what the final choice will be. I might just do that one on Instagram once I know, because sometimes it just depends how you feel on the day. So rather than have a specific, definite fragrance that I'm going to wear in mind, I might just have a choice of 2 or 3. So all of these fragrances, I think, have a louder presence and a more outgoing, kind of flirtatious party type feel about them. So that's why they're here. I tend not to wear quiet perfumes for parties. I prefer to have a little bit of a presence, because obviously when you go to a party there's going to be a lot of people wearing a lot of fragrance, and I want to compete. So that's how I do my thinking when it comes to choosing a party fragrance. Let me know, you might have a different philosophy. Let me know what that is in the comments below. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the fragrance I just made a video about. I think this is perfect for a works Christmas party, and it's Coco Mademoiselle Eau de Parfum Intense. So it's a fruity floral with an ambery, a resin sort of rich base. So you've got rose, jasmine, and you have got some citrus, but it's very much smoother than the Eau de Parfum. Very pretty fragrance, and I think quite a flirty, outgoing, bougie. It gives me a bougie feel, so I would definitely choose that one as a potential for Christmas party. Wore this one to bed last night and I could still smell it when I woke up. So longevity is definitely good on this, but it's not as big and loud as the Eau de Parfum, which is a bit sharper as well. So my preference is the Intense. And then we have just one in here that's discontinued, and that is Alien Essence Absolute. I know not everyone can get hold of this, but you can, if you try, if you're patient, you can still find this for a reasonable price. It's Alien, but it's a gourmand version, very rich vanillic, but a very natural sort of vanilla smell to it. So it doesn't smell like typical cupcake frosting vanilla. It has a spiciness to it, a woodiness to it, very rich, very dense, but the jasmine accord is also kind of like richer, and maybe it's not quite as big a perfume as the Eau de Parfum Alien, the original, but it's very strong and rich and edible and sexy. So that's an absolute perfect choice for a cold weather Christmas party. Another one that's rich and edible and perfect for the colder weather is Embers from Teone Reinthal. This is a vanilla sandalwood fragrance, a little bit spicy, but the most delectable, rich vanilla resin type fragrance. Absolutely love it. Warm, cozy, inviting. It's just perfect. So I would absolutely rock that for the works Christmas party. Now, if I wanted to go big and floral, and I think big and floral is great for a Christmas party, tuberose is definitely the way to go. This one is called Tuberose Vanille from Panna London, and this one, oh, it's a strong one. It's definitely strong. It's rich. It's a little sort of woody, not smoky exactly, but almost smoky, woody note in there. But it is very much a rich vanillic white floral. It is tuberose, but I like this tuberose, and I don't always like tuberose, so it's not quite the tuberose of your carnal flower. I find that too much. I think the way that this is blended with the vanilla, and I think there's probably resins, and there's probably some woody aroma chemicals in here, but they don't irritate me, so they're not as strong as they are in a lot of fragrances. But I think what that does is it just gives it this excellent longevity and this amazing projection. It also has a little fruitiness. I can't remember the fruity note in here. It's almost peach-like. I'm pretty sure it's not peach, but there's a pink orangey fruitiness to it. And it's very big, it's very bold, it's seductive. It's sexy and seductive, so seductive. I was trying to say, I'd like to say I made up a new word, but that definitely doesn't work. Next one then, we have Date with a Dame. This is from One Way Bridge Perfumes, and it's a very sexy, it's another tuberose actually, tuberose and musk, ambrette, a little bit of woodiness. Has this just amazing your skin but better type feel to it, whilst also having quite a bold floral, almost papery in some ways, but just totally sexy and unique and interesting. So really fantastic for a party. And that's Date with a Dame. Another one that I think would be amazing for a Christmas party is Tiger Tiger from Francesca Bianchi. Tiger Tiger is a mixture of white florals, vanilla, lots of powder, a richness, almost chocolatey. It's like the best, or the, maybe I'd say it's like the easiest and the most sweeter gourmand parts of all the Francesca Bianchi perfumes. And if you kind of like smushed them all together, this is what you get. Tiger Tiger. It's just a lovely, powdery, sweet, white floral, vanilla, musk, irisy type thing. It's just beautiful and really excellent performance, so perfect for a party. Really, really nice. I wore a little spray of that to bed last night on my left arm. So next up, we're getting to I think we're going to say these are my final three now. So these three that I'm going to mention, I'm pretty certain it's going to be one of these that I'll go for. And this is almost my signature scent, really, this one, because I wear it often. It's Ylang Ylang Nosy Bee. I've already used up a 50ml bottle of this, and now I have my wonderful 100ml bottle. Thank you to Alicia for that. And I wear this one a lot. It gets me compliments, and it's noticeable, it's strong, but it's not overpowering. So it is obviously Ylang Ylang, so it's kind of like a fruity yellow floral. It's almost banana-y. People sometimes say Ylang Ylang smells banana-y. It is almost banana-y. I'd say it's got a powder to it, but it's got the most amazing vanilla in here. A really beautiful, rich, voluptuous, natural smelling vanilla. I don't know what actually goes in here, but if you said bet £100 whether it's a natural vanilla or vanillin, I would say it's natural vanilla. I would absolutely bet £100 that it's natural vanilla. Maybe they amp it up with some vanillin, I don't know, but to me it's an amazing, more natural smelling vanilla that has those different nuances that real vanilla gives you, the spiciness and the woodsiness, that kind of thing. So yeah, really amazing, rich and long lasting perfume is Ylang Ylang Nosy Bee. And this one is just amazing. In my opinion, the best release of 2022. It's Hera from Papillon Perfumery. I try not to wear this too much these days because I want it to remain special to me. And this one is so amazing. It smells violety to me. There's no violet note listed, but it's got a lot of iris in it, and iris can give off violety tones, or maybe there is some ionones added, who knows. But to me it's violety iris with a mixture of different white florals. You've got jasmine, orange blossom, and I think there's something else. There's some rose as well, although I don't really pick up on the rose. And then you have in the dry down, it's I think there's some labdanum and some oak moss. So when it dries down, it's sweet. So there's definitely some sweeter notes. I think there's a bit of vanilla as well, although I'd never call this a vanilla perfume. It just adds a little bit. But as it dries down, it's the florals will calm down. So florals are very vibrant at first, although they are gently muted by the iris. The iris kind of like mixes in with those florals and creates something altogether different, but you can still really sense the white florals, and then the white florals will gently calm down on your skin and it becomes powdery. You get a little sense of that oak moss, you get a little sense of the labdanum, and it's sort of like this just amazing iris, slightly sweet, leaning towards gourmand but never really going gourmand. Just really, really stunning, beautiful, long lasting, and quite grown up. So I would say this is maybe the most serious of all of these fragrances. So if you're going to dress up really nice, I think Hera could definitely be the one, and it's definitely a choice for me. It's in my top 3 of what I might actually wear. We've got one more to talk about, and that is, it's from my samples I just got from Tower Perfumes, and it's a fragrance I used to own, and it's been reformulated, and I actually really love the reformulation, and I definitely want to buy a bottle very soon. So it is Le Maroc pour Elle. I just adore it. A, because it reminds me of when I first got into niche fragrance. I'm going to do a little spray. And B, it's something about the way sorry, I'm putting it away and it's so noisy. Something about the way the resins all caramelize together on my skin is absolutely addictive. I can't stop smelling myself when I wear it. I love it. So Le Maroc pour Elle is ultimately a jasmine and rose, spicy, rich, ambery fragrance. Really, that's mostly what I get from it. I think there are notes listed that I don't really get. I think there might even be lavender. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't get. Actually, maybe I do. Maybe I do in the opening. There is a little bit of a pepperiness. Lavender can bring peppery, sort of herbal pepperiness to things. So maybe I do, but I would never call it a lavender perfume. It's rose, jasmine, resins. It smells like incense, but it smells like unlit incense. Doesn't really smell that smoky. And it has a gentle sort of spicy feel to it. It's a big perfume. It's strong. It's perfect for a party. It's the perfect party scent, really. So I might wear that. So they're my sort of top 3 then. Paris Monte Carlo, Ylang Ylang Nosy Bee, Papillon Hera, and Le Maroc pour Elle from Tower. I just wanted to mention a couple of oils that I will be wearing. So I recently got Coco Mademoiselle oil. If I wear my Coco Mademoiselle Intense, then I would be pairing it with the oil. But I might also put this oil underneath a couple of these others. I might try it with Date with a Dame and the tuberose vanille. I think I would pair that with. Otherwise, the other oil I've got, and I've almost used this one up. I got this on the flight to Croatia back in September, and I've already used almost all of it. I really enjoy this one. It's called Nux Huile Prodigieuse, and it's a white floral vanilla. So it's a total holiday feel fragrance or oil, really strong smell to it. So I would wear that underneath most of these others. I think it would be great under the Ylang Ylang one. I probably wouldn't put anything under Hera, because Hera, I don't know that it would fit either of those oils, and Also, I wouldn't want to interfere with what Hera does in any way, shape or form, but I would use the Nux under the Tiger because that's another white floral, probably under Alien Essence Absolute. Don't know about Embers, maybe not Embers. I don't think Embers would work with either of those two oils. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm done. Let me know what you would wear to your Christmas party, or what you will be wearing, or what you might be wearing, or maybe you're not going to a Christmas party, in which case I hope you get to go somewhere nice. If you are going out for a meal or whatever around Christmas time, let me know what fragrance you would choose for that instead. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, if you wanted to leave me a little tip, you could do so on Ko-fi, and I will link that in the description box below. It's always very much appreciated. Otherwise, I will see you in a very soon video. Otherwise, I'll see you very soon in another video.